Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of TLDR Addiction. Today what I'd like to talk about is a question I get fairly often, which is what's the difference between medical marijuana and recreational marijuana? And to be perfectly honest and to kind of start with the punchline, the quick answer is absolutely nothing. It's all the same stuff, just like there's not medical Oxycontin and fun Oxycontin. It's all just Oxycontin. It's the same thing with marijuana. It's a recreational substance that in this case actually does have some therapeutic utility, although what it's been found to do has actually been vastly overgeneralized. So when you actually look at research that's conducted in peer-reviewed journals as opposed to industry-sponsored projects, there are some areas that it's good for, and we actually have some pharmaceuticals for this. For example, CBD, cannabidiol, is good for seizures. THC does increase appetite and suppress nausea. There are some things that it's useful for, but the list of symptoms it can help with compared to the 51 conditions that right now that you can get a card for in Illinois is massively disparate. And actually, some things are good just for certain cannabinoids, like say CBD, but if you get a marijuana card, a medical marijuana card, you could get marijuana of any sort. So like once you have the card, you go in there, doesn't matter what would be best for you. You can buy whatever you want. So you might have a problem that respond to CBD, but you could buy a really high THC concentrate. So fundamentally, there's actually no difference between the two products. In fact, actually medical marijuana for a very long time has been marketed in a way very consistent with a recreational product. If you look at some screenshots here from the website of a local dispensary, you could see that, again, these are not marketed at 65-year-old women with MS. You've got things here like strawberry cough, which refers to if you don't cough, you don't get off, as in you don't get high. OG18, which of course is original gangster 18. And you can see there that's actually, won the High Times Cannabis Cup. Platinum Girl Scout cookie. It's been marketed in this way for ages, long before, honestly, marijuana was made recreational here in Illinois. And that, of course, was intentional. Marketing is always on purpose. You wouldn't know, for example, what Advil did unless somebody told you, or Tylenol unless somebody told you. So you could call this stuff anything. The names that you're seeing here speak to young people and recreational users, which is truly what this market, in my opinion, has been actually directed at or aiming for the whole time. So to circle back, no, there's absolutely no difference between the products. And actually now in Illinois, the only difference if you have a medical card versus if you don't in the state of Illinois is one, the amount that you can buy at a time. You can actually buy up to 2.5 ounces of marijuana every 2 weeks with a medical card. That's enough to smoke 10 joints a day here in Illinois. And you're also going to pay considerably fewer taxes if you have a medical card. So thank you for joining me for another episode of TLDR Addiction. I hope this has been useful, and I look forward to talking to you all again next week.